After deceiving people for a long time, it's like being a street rat that everyone wants to beat. Good deeds are rewarded with good, and evil deeds are punished with evil. It's not that there's no punishment, just that the time hasn't come yet. You've been copying answers for over a year now, and you still can't get it right. What else are you even capable of? I have here an iPhone 13 Pro, where the owner spent 4,700 yuan to upgrade a 128GB phone to a 1TB dual battery version after using it for half a day. The owner didn't dare to use it anymore and asked me to restore it. Let's first look at the appearance. Without the custom back sticker I developed, the back cover bulges out. It's very uncomfortable to hold and feels sharp in the hand. Have you ever seen a camera lens bigger than the iPhone 14 Pros? There's dust all over inside the blue light. The back cover has definitely been replaced. The front camera is also full of dust, and the blue light is scratched. You can immediately tell the screen has been pressed against the cover glass. The owner mentioned that the original battery wasn't included when they received the phone. I'm not surprised at all. This is typical for them. A 20-minute stress test caused the phone to restart automatically. This usually happens when the motherboard has been layered or when the hard drive is faulty. I don't even need to disassemble it to know it's probably using a thick hard drive. A thick drive is about 20 yuan cheaper than a thin one. It's not that the technician who upgraded it is bad at their job, but you get what you pay for. The quality of work also depends on how much labor fee was paid to the technician. We've already discussed the appearance and basic issues, so let's get straight to the teardown. First, let's remove the middle frame. Why haven't I publicly released the dual battery mod for the iPhone 13 to iPhone 15 series yet? Only my loyal fans know the reason behind it. Meanwhile, the copycats claim I lack the ability to develop it. If I didn't have the ability, how did you copy my work in the first place? As I removed the frame, I immediately sensed something was off. The earpiece mesh had fallen off. The owner was told it was a 99% new phone. I'm 100% sure this is a heavily refurbished phone made from junk parts. The moment I opened the case, my guess was confirmed. Look at the inside of the motherboard. It's a mess. Some people quietly watch the video but secretly like, comment, share, and follow. People like that are truly adorable. The hard drive was replaced in October with a 1TB thick drive. I won't even bother talking about the screws. They were all mismatched. It's slightly better than before when they didn't even install any screws at all. Their heroic deeds have already been exposed by countless bloggers. When a post-sale issue arises, they'll block you immediately. That's why, even before opening the phone, I was confident it was a refurbished piece of junk. Their so-called 99% new phone is just a device with a replaced middle frame, back cover, and screen. Fellow technicians know this kind of phone is called a big flower machine. It's the type you often see with shattered front and back glass and a frame full of dents. Original big flower machines typically have untouched motherboards if the motherboard has been tampered with. It's called a refurbished or heavily repaired phone. Let's remove all the screws from the motherboard and see what condition it's in. After removing all the screws, we'll take off the metal plates. First, we'll separate the screen. Let's use alcohol to soften the battery adhesive and remove the battery. The owner mentioned low sound from the earpiece. Last year, I already explained that the earpiece isn't on the display but on the motherboard. Without my repair solution, you can only copy bits and pieces. But you won't get the full result. The moment I removed the battery, I knew the motherboard had undergone major repairs. The connecting stickers between the motherboard layers were missing. After removing Face ID, you can clearly see fingerprints on the metal plate of the camera. Let's take a look at the magnetic wireless charging coil on the casing. There's a magnet missing from the coil, which usually happens when the back cover has been replaced. We're already down 700 yuan without even getting started. This is an original 3095 mAh iPhone 13 Pro battery from a post-sale diagnostic run. Let's install it in the phone and run a diagnostic. We'll match the battery first. A quick reminder, if you're upgrading the battery or buying a refurbished phone, always ask for the original battery back, or the cost will skyrocket. We'll plug in the data cable and enter diagnostic mode, run a diagnostic, then open a new case and match the battery, even with two brand new phones swapping batteries. You'll get a notification unless the battery is matched. Only by matching the data can the phone display the original battery efficiency. After running the diagnostic, the battery efficiency shows 100%. The match was successful since this post-sale battery hasn't been glued in yet. I'll take it out and test an original back cover. If there's an issue with touch sensitivity, we'll press it back into place. Now let's address the hard drive issue. We'll remove the motherboard. There's no foam or stickers on the motherboard. The layered motherboard has been heavily repaired, and the stickers are gone. We'll remove the thick 1TB hard drive and replace it with a thin 1TB drive from another device. Then, we'll flash the phone and activate it. After activation, we'll stress test the phone by plugging in the charger, turning on the flashlight, and recording video in HD mode. We'll let it record for 50 hours. If the hard drive is faulty, the phone will usually restart on its own within 30 minutes. After resolving the battery and motherboard issues, we'll work on the appearance. I have an original black Chinese iPhone 13 Pro casing on hand. We'll press the original screen back onto the frame, install the magnetic wireless charging coil with the volume flex cable. Apply foam and stickers to the motherboard. Install all the motherboard screws and the original waterproof adhesive. After about 30 minutes of effort, the phone now looks brand new. Next, we'll handle the final details. First, replace all the screws, reapply the foam and stickers to the motherboard, clean the inside of the motherboard, then install the battery and apply the waterproof adhesive. Prepare to reassemble the phone. After reassembly, don't close the screen just yet. Check if there's any dust inside the front and rear cameras. Once everything is confirmed, we'll close the screen. Secure the bottom screws near the charging port. Heat the phone for 3 minutes and use rubber bands to bind it for 10 minutes. Finally, clean the screen and apply a tempered glass protector. After all this work, guess how much this phone will end up costing? Would you dare to use such a heavily repaired phone? Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. Lastly, a reminder to all fans, stay sharp and avoid being scammed. I'm Big Brother. See you next time.